Good evening, everybody. How's it going today? Happy pre-weekend. Texas Redleg here. Wanted to talk about the idea of mutual assistance groups or MAGs. There's a lot of different opinions on this, and hopefully you've started that already, or you're in one, or you're trying to lead one, or hopefully you're at least thinking about it. But time is quickly approaching where I think you're going to probably have to rely on that for security, especially if you're in a more urban or more inhabited area than people out in the country, say, so to speak. Um, this is just my opinion, and you can take it for what it's worth. Again, there's tons of opinions on, how many numbers, who should be in them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. My thing about mags is you really have to know people well to have a group like this. And with the way our society is nowadays, I mean, there's a lot of people that don't even know their neighbors. And maybe it's not like that where you live. That's great. Hopefully you do know your neighbors and you've got some people at least penciled in that you'd like to talk to about starting a mag. And it's really not a souped up neighborhood watch or anything like that. I mean, this needs to be a serious group that are like-minded in the fact that they want to have secure areas, they want to be secure in their homes, they want to make sure that their neighborhood is safe and secure and functioning on a level where infiltrators and marauders and what have you aren't welcome. And so if they do show up, then they're dealt with. That's sort of my opinion of a mag, because let's face it, when the balloon goes up, and I firmly believe that it will in some form or fashion, you're probably going to be where you are. And if you're in your zone or your neighborhood or your area, hopefully you've already established, at least with a couple of people, some type of mag, at least the beginnings of one. But here's my opinion. Basically, I've just jotted down some ideas in my head here with regard to these. And again, this is just my opinion. A lot of people feel differently about these. So number one, I would start with 2 to 4 like-minded, what I call doers, workers, people that enjoy working and enjoy listening and enjoy getting better and learning. No crybabies allowed, period. There's no changing diapers. There's no asking please to help. This is going to be sort of one or two leaders driving this whole thing, and then people are just going to have jobs to do. That's my opinion on it. It can't be they're voting on this or that. You need to pick a leader or two, and again, they need to be on the same wavelength and same, mentality, like-minded. Hopefully there may be a veteran or a cop or somebody like that with some security training, security skills, some type of, regimentation, used to, dealing with people and leading people. So again, start with 2 to 4 like-minded people, doers, cops, vets, no crybabies allowed. If you get a bad feeling about somebody, don't invite them, period. Once you got them in your group, you're going to have to deal with them. A second part to this is, keep it quiet. You don't want people knocking on your door asking, can I join your militia or whatever how rumors fly. So I would keep it quiet and add, others, or invite others, in a soft manner after you've, vetted them somewhat. Feel them out. If, you're talking to them at the pool or somebody at the store, lives in your neighborhood, kind of feel them out, invite them over for a barbecue or something and discuss it, invite them softly and kind of keep it quiet and sort of explain the situation and what you're after and what the group, exists for and what the goals of the group are, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And again, I've discussed it before. Try to get some skilled people. Skilled people, that could be vets, cops, medical personnel, construction personnel. People that have skills in a mag are extremely valuable. And it may come in handy. But, security is one aspect of it. Leadership is one aspect of it. Skills, first aid, being able to construct a roadblock or something if you need to for your neighborhood, construction. Anything like that is a skill that everybody in their mag, should strive to have. Some type of skilled people, try to hit all the food groups if you can, but again, be selective in who you invite to join your mag, because once you have them in there, you're stuck with them most likely. And then, another area is to just keep it simple and realistic. If the balloon really goes up and people have to, say go on patrols in your neighborhood for security reasons. If you have to, set up a guard shift, a neighborhood patrol shift, you're going to have enough people that can man that. You're going to have communications. You're going to have a way to notify people if something's wrong. You're going to need some people that can, gather things like water or food or firewood or relieve the guard shift that's coming off from being all night or something like that. There's just a lot going on with this type of thing that, it's got to be manned 24/7 in order to function properly. So there's a lot to be learned and understood about these types of things, and hopefully people are out there thinking about this. So keep it simple, keep it realistic. Not everybody's into weapons. That's okay. Maybe you have some people that are skilled at nursing, or maybe they're a engineer, or maybe they are an IT person. Maybe there's somebody that can handle electronic stuff. Maybe they're an auto mechanic. There's just a lot of different people out there that are pretty skilled at what they do if you look for them and, engage them and feel them out and see if they'd be interested in something like that. Again, I would approach it softly and only after being sure that, they might be interested based on, your opinion of them and what they've said before. So again, keep it simple, keep it quiet, and be selective in who you invite to be part of that thing. And I'm even talking about family members. Maybe your family members are doubters and don't believe in the whole it can go to hell in a handbasket idea that a lot of us have. And it's a shame because it already is in a lot of ways. But anyway, I would encourage people to think about these. Whether you're in apartments or a neighborhood or out in the country, I think it still applies. You got to have some like-minded people that have your back and are willing to help preserve the little bit of area that you might be able to still remain in if things really go bad, like I think they might. A lot of people think that as well. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you're in line for a great weekend. Maybe you want to top off those food preps and keep stacking the seeds as much as you can. Freedom seeds, that is. And, keep prepping. And everybody stay safe out there. So with that, I'm going to say keep prepping, stack it deep, and long live the Republic.